Well, hello again everyone. Thought it was about time we had a video. We've got a couple of rehousings to do today. I'm going to rehouse this one here, Funny Bones. He is a skeleton leg tarantula. I have got the glass enclosure here to rehouse him in because he is a bit of a runner. I've got his enclosure all prepared. He likes to dig, so I've got quite a bit of substrate in there. A few things for him to hide in, and as he's a skeleton leg, we've got a nice dinosaur skull thing there, little decoration. I'm also going to rehouse the assassin bugs into this sort of taller enclosure. I think they probably prefer sort of climbing and things, so I'm going to put them in that one instead. No idea how that's going to go because they can be quite nasty, so we shall see. But first of all, let's get Funny Bones in here. Okay, let's get that one there. Get that open. Pop him in. And I've no idea how this is going to go, but just in case he runs, I am prepared. Now, I need to get him out. I'm not sure if you can see him very well. That should be fine. Let us try and encourage him out. I'm going to have to dig up his burrow. See, he likes to make a nice web nest. And I'm not sure where he is. I haven't seen him for a while. I think he's quite an elusive one. Is he just in that web nest there? Or is he in here? I've sort of seen his legs through the side of the enclosure, but it's sort of frosted, so it's difficult to see. I reckon he might be in this webbing here. Come on, buddy, where are you? There's a leg from an old molt. Ah, I've spotted him. He is in the webbing. He's right under there. There he is. He's right there. Whoop, there he is. Do we reckon getting him into one of these is going to be easier or not? Yes, there we go. He's a little bit smaller than I was expecting, but then, like I said, I have not actually been able to see him for a long time because he burrows quite a bit. But when I first got him, I think he was mainly like all black. Let me just get a lid on and then I can show you. So he's changed colour slightly with the molts. So his back legs have gone quite pale and he's starting to get, can I zoom in? Let's just move that out of the way a little bit. He's starting to get the little banding on his legs, which gives him his name, skeleton leg. These ones, when you see them as adults, they're great. They got, they're sort of black with really bright white lines. All right, we're going to get you into your new home, buddy. Let's get this one out of the way so he doesn't run into that. And then we shall just tickle him out. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. There we go. I've got to be careful because he might just suddenly bolt. I'm just gently trying to push him. Come on, buddy. There you go. Back up. Back up. There you go. There's a nice little hole there for you. Why don't you head in there? There you go. Perfect. Lid on, rehoused. Excellent. That one went well. Now what I think I'm going to do is probably do the same with the assassin bugs. Put them in here because I've got no idea how I'm going to do this. There are just the two of them in here. I've got the little pots out because it might be easier sort of trying to catch them in these one by one. Possibly. That's sort of my game plan. Let's just get this blinking thing open. Okay. So, how are we going to do this? Are we going to get into these or not? Can we guide you in? Can you even see what I'm doing? I'm just going to sort of try and get them into the tube. Come on, in you go. No, no, no. It's always easier sort of decanting these guys into a bigger enclosure. See, he's getting defensive now. He's fighting the toothbrush now, look. Paintbrush. Right, I would like you to go into that tube, my friend. Will you please get in the tube? I do not want to put my hand anywhere near because they do have quite a nasty bite. Shall we get the bigger catch cup and try and get them in there? That might be worth it. And get them in here maybe. I think what we need to do is get these bits of wood out first. Right, get off please. I'm a bit hesitant just to put my hand in. Right, we've got one in the tube. Let's get him in this enclosure. Oh, quick before he runs off. There we go, he's in there. Excellent, that's one down, one to go. And the second one, where have you gone, buddy? Oh, you want that bit of wood still? Okay, I would like to reuse these bits in here. Because I think they'll look nice at the front. So I'm just going to pop them in there. What's gone on with the lid? There we go. Pop that there. Pop that there for a bit of decor, little places for them to hide. Now, back to you. Let's see where you are. You're on the underside there. Oh, you little little sod. Get off the wood then, and I can get rid of the wood. There we go. Now get in there. Get up. Get up. Get up. There we go. Oh, sorry. That would have been loud. Oh, no, don't come out, don't come out, don't come out. Come back in. Oh, he's dropped back in again. Go on, in. Okay, before he comes out again. Come on, buddy. There we go. That's those two in there. Safe and sound. Yeah, one's hiding on this bit of log here. You can just see his spots just there. And one there. Excellent. I am hoping these guys are going to have babies at some point, but I've no idea if they're 2 males or 2 females. They are quite difficult to tell apart, I think. But you never know. Okay, right, I'm going to tidy this up, and then I think I'll give you an update on the rest of the zoo room. See you in a moment. Okay, right, update time. So Donnie has been moved upstairs to a cold room. Obviously being sat in here in the warmth with all the enclosures and everything wouldn't set him up very well for his hibernation wind down. So he's upstairs getting nice and sleepy, escaping his paddling pool. But you know, Donnie does what Donnie wants. So there we go. He should be going into hibernation in a week or 2, something like that, I think. Gonna make sure he's healthy weight, wound down properly. And then he's going to go in his fridge back there for the winter time. Now let's do a little roundup of everybody else. Assassin bugs we have got moved into here. Jean, the little avicularia, still has not molted. She's been this fluffy little thing for forever. She's quite plump, so I'm hoping she's going to molt soon. Then we've got Beetlejuice the second, who is getting a very nice size on. Where are you, Beetlejuice? Oh, there he is. You just about see that sort of tawny coloration. Oh, there he goes. So he's getting nice and big now. He might need rehousing soon, but not quite yet. Sita is getting a nice size. Need a rehousing soon, but not quite yet. We've got Webster, who is normally hanging out his little tube there, but he's probably heard me shuffling around and he's hidden away. He should be at the back here somewhere. Can we spot him? There he is. So he's doing well. Fluffy, recently molted. Should be, oh yeah, there, getting a lovely, lovely sort of greeny tinge. Like an olively green tinge. It's all sparkly and spotty. Beautiful. We've got this little one, which I probably won't be able to spot. Might just spot a leg or 2 poking out from there, maybe. This one is the Rufilata. I sent my male off because he'd matured. And I got little baby Rufilata back. He is in there somewhere, but he is tiny at the moment. So he'll be quite difficult to spot. We've got Irma, who's doing very well. She spends a lot of time out and about now. Look at that coloration. That is just gorgeous. She's doing very well. We've got Joffrey, who's a big boy now. He's not matured yet. I'm in sort of 2 minds whether or not to rehouse him or not. Because he's probably got enough room in here. And I reckon he's got another molt. I reckon either his next molt he'll mature, or maybe 2 molts. So it might not even be worth rehousing him. Because that is plenty of room for a tarantula, because they need to stay close to where they can sort of find their food and stuff anyway. But he is getting quite big, so possibly I might rehouse him into this tall one. But I'll have a think about that one. Red is doing very well here. The glass is a little bit speckly because she's been digging tunnel, and what she likes to do, she'll dig this tunnel and then she'll fill it in, and then she'll go dig a tunnel around the other side, and then she'll fill that one in and redig this one. So it won't focus because of all the mess on the glass, but she's in there, she's doing well. We've got Incy, who is our male, who's on loan. I have bred him a couple of times with Olive in here. She's in there at the moment. There'll be a video up on that shortly. I need to try him one more time because I'm not sure if he was successful last time. So you'll see that video at some point. Up here we have Lucky, who has been named such because she had a run-in with Duncan, which I'll show you some videos in a bit. Basically Duncan broke into the zoo room, picked up her enclosure and threw her around. So she is very lucky to have survived that. Her butt is almost completely bald now because she kicked off so many hairs at him. We have this one in here. This one's not got a name as yet. I'm not sure what to call this one. This one is a Mexican fireleg, Brachypelma belhame, without a name. This one likes to kick a few hairs off as well, see? Bald butt. That one's doing well. We've got the mats, the millipedes, doing okay in there. They're all under their logs at the moment, so we won't be able to see. They're doing okay. We have a Catalina, who is looking gorgeous. Another one who likes to burrow and reburrow, and she's got a tunnel at the front and then she's got like a tunnel at the side. But she's looking very nice. A little bit skittish, this one. Valentine in here somewhere. Where are you, Valentine? Is that you there? No. She'll be in a burrow somewhere. She's been spending a lot of time sort of out and about as well, so she's doing well. We have Curly, who actually molted today, so is super fluffy. Super fluffy. Fresh fluff there from Curly. We have the Balfouries. The two of them, I think there's still two. I think I've seen a couple of legs at one time. I've definitely seen one who's looking quite chunky. Possibly there's still two in there. Difficult to tell. We have Laszlo, who's doing well. He's Lasiodora parivana. He was the one that tried to escape. Pushed out of his enclosure, his temporary enclosure. Luckily, I'd put that one inside of this box, so he's doing very well. Down here we have Spencer in his burrow. He has just recently excavated this little side bit so I can actually see him now. You just see his butt in there. In here we have the Sterminator. Can't see because of the glare. Can't see because of the glare. And down in the burrow anyway. We have Ungoliant, looking gorgeous. The Theraposa apophysis, another bird eater. We have Spider Bites, the GBB, looking lovely and blue. Look at those blue legs. Got some gorgeous coloration coming on this one now. He's going to let me turn him round. There we go. It's too dark in that corner to see him. But he has, we'll get him out in the light without him running away. There we go. Without the glare, please. So he's got gorgeous cyan carapace. There we go. Gorgeous cyan. He's got his orange butt and he's got his blue legs. Very nice. Very nice. And in here we have 2B. We did have one of these before, Hacropactra pulchripes. We called him HB. He passed away, not sure why. So I went and got a slightly bigger one, who's doing very well. These are the ones that sort of orange, yellow, sorry, with sort of slaty grey legs. That's why I called him 2B and HB. We have the cockroaches, question mark cockroaches, doing very well. These guys can climb glass. We have their close relative, the domino roaches. In here we have the 2 jewel flower beetles who are actually buried under all these leaves. Can we see if we can spot them? They're probably buried in the mud somewhere. They like to hide away, so we're probably not going to see them. They do come out of an evening to get some food. They're not on show today, unfortunately. Put that lid back on. Put it the right way around, might help. There we go. Mantis-wise, we have the Wandering Violin. These ones are just so weird because they're just all stick body with a sort of a big head and big butt. And we have the Madagascan Deadleaf, who is still doing amazing. There she is. She's heard us talking about her. We have the Orchid, looking very, very beautiful up there. And over in here, we have Bungalow. Where are you, Bungalow? There you are. He's doing really well. He likes to come up to the surface when you're feeding and to say hello. Bungalow, I'm going to show the people. The little fishies are still doing okay. We don't have quite so many babies now, so many teeny tiny babies, and all of the snails in the tank seem to have disappeared, so I think Bungalow's been eating well. And down in here we have Gary, who is growing very nicely. Not too quickly, which is good, but you know, quick enough. He's got some lovely patterning on his shell. Bungalow. Dopey thing. But he does come up to the surface, sort of feeding times, which is nice. We have Soba, who at the moment she's, I think she's probably due for a shed because she's been inside her pot for probably about a week or so now. And I haven't seen her a lot. I've sort of added a few vines and things for her to climb on if she wants. So I think she'll come out and do a shed soon, probably. Mr. Noodle is in his house. He's been quite active. He's been coming out having a handle most evenings. So we've got a few more, sort of added a few more branches on here. Smaug is in brumation, so I haven't seen her for probably about a couple of months now. She did start burying herself right down on this side, so I could keep an eye on her. But I think I bothered her one too many times, and she's proper buried at the back now. The scorpion babies are all doing very good. We did have one that passed away. Not sure why. Don't know why. But we've got 13 still, and they are all doing well. Can we spot one? I've added like a leaf in the enclosure so they've got somewhere to hide. Oh, there's one right at the front there. They're darkening up nicely, and I've been doing they've been eating well. I've been marking up sort of when they've eaten and things like that. I think we've got, it's quite difficult to tell when they're so small, but I think we have like 3 females and like 10 males possibly. That one's having a bath in his water bowl there. I am expecting them to do their first molt soon. Well, technically their second molt, because they do their first molt when they're on mum's back still. But I haven't seen them yet. But some of them are looking quite podgy. Like this one here. So that one possibly might be molting soon. But they've got that, they're sort of darkening up now. And they also, now that their carapace is darkened up, they've got that UV glow as well now, which is great for checking on them because I can see exactly where they are, quite easy. Where are you in this one? Under your leaf? A lot of them like to hide sort of behind their water dish. There we go. So they're doing okay. I do have a couple of buyers lined up for most of them. and I'm going to donate a couple of them to a charity raffle at Christmas time. So that's most of them taken care of. And then over here in the final corner, the baby corner, oh, I say the final corner, we've got these guys. Rita spends most of her time now in her burrow. So generally I just see her butt poking out. Mr. T, where are you, Mr. T? There you are, looking gorgeous. He's getting quite chunky now. Ember over here, as usual on the glass. She's flipped her water dish because she's a grumpy girl. We have Cherry, the Choco Goldenie, doing well there. Alana Miles, or Alan Miles, because this one's a boy. I can't wait for these guys to start getting their adult colours. At the moment they've still got that Christmas tree, but Xena, doing very well after having all those babies. She's looking, I was going to say she's looking a little bit thinner, but she's been feeding well, so she's fattening up again now. And then in here we have Autumn, looking very nice. And we have Midnight in this one, who tends to, I've got a log in there, and he did web up, she did web up the log, but she spends most of her time in this corner here. Shall we see if we can get the lid off and get a proper look at her, because she is beautiful. She is all curled up, but when she opens up, she's got a lovely tan sort of carapace against those dark blue legs. Beautiful. We'll let her be. So then the baby wall, we'll go from the bottom to top. We've got Thing 1, OBT, doing good. I'm off to a show next month, and I'm gonna pick up some more enclosures. So these ones I'm gonna rehouse, because they're not the best enclosures for sort of feedings and things. Thing 2, another OBT, there. We have Nandru Chromatus, which is the same as Queen Goma here, who is doing amazingly. So when I first got her, I'll show you, let's pop her over here a second, and I'll get her first molt. So when I first got her, that was her first molt. So she's doing very well. She's getting that lovely sort of banding on her legs. Gorgeous. Gorgeous girl. Put back Queen Goma. Next to her we have Mystique. P. Sazamai. She's going to end up with sort of a red butt and like blue legs. She's starting to get the red butt now, and the legs are gone sort of quite light because she's just recently molted. So she's doing well. We have our big girl Shelob, Grammostola pulchra. We have Mabel, Panthobeteus species muscata. So she's got that Christmas tree butt as well. When these guys finally molt out into their colours, it's going to be very nice. We've got Funny Bones, who we've just rehoused. Still a little dirt hole there. Up here we have, this was another Panthobeteus species, Manabe, I think. Tiny with the Christmas tree butt. We have Dennis, doing very well, growing quite big now. And we have Pumpkin Jack. Don't go down your hole. Come on, people want to see you. He's looking gorgeous, getting nice and big. Well, I had to cut off for a little bit because I ran out of space on the phone, so I had to clear it. So anyway, I was talking about Pumpkin Jack. What I'm going to do is put a photo of how big she was when I first got her, because I think I've got a photo where she's like right next to my thumb to see how big she's gotten now. Where did we get to? So we looked at all those. The little babies are doing okay. See if we can spot any of them. Oh, that one's just ran down there. Geniculata, tiny baby in there, really teeny tiny baby in there. Probably won't be able to see, but this one's basically the same as Valentine, the heart butt, just teeny tiny, cannot see, probably buried in there somewhere. We got Nandru Chipepi. Haven't seen this one for ages. I think it's probably down there somewhere. Chilabrachys, Kankachan. Where are you? I think I can see some legs there. Yep, there it is, right on there. So these ones are the teeny tiny babies. We have Heteroscoda maculata, which is the same as Beetlejuice. This one's teeny tiny. I got this one in a mystery box up there somewhere. So I've got a little bit of growing to do before it's Beetlejuice's size. Hey Duncan, you good boy? You good boy? And what else we have here? We have Jack Black in there somewhere. We have an OBT. This one is the normal sort of colour form. The two down there are red colour form, so they're sort of quite bright orange. That one's more of a dull sort of tan. And this one is Tilicato Vegans, right on the top there. I'm going to get some enclosures at the show and going to rehouse those when I get back. So apart from that, we also have the Froggos, who are probably sat waiting for their dinner. Froggies, yay froggies. How many have we got out on display at the moment? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So the other 4 are probably hiding away. Oh, I can just see a little green nose right under that log there. I'm not sure where the other ones are, but they're doing okay, eating very well. In here we have Cricket. He's doing very good. We have he has matured now, so he is a boy. We have definitely confirmed that. He's got what they're called nuptial pads, like on his thumb. That's what they use to grasp the ladies with, and he's also croaked. He's generally will quote sort of loud once or twice, and then that'll be it. And the females don't croak at all, so he's definitely a boy. In here, of course, we have Claude, and he is, where are you, Claude? Oh, just there, you can just see his face. Hey, Claude. He's got a bit of loose shed at the moment, so he's peeling, but he's doing all right in there, grumpy as usual. And then finally, we've got the, I think this is everybody. We have the flat-horned hissers. And a load of babies are usually up on this sort of air vent. And then we have the other hissers in here, the Madagascan hissers. And there's a big boy. So I think that's everybody. I don't think I've missed anybody out. But that's the zoo room at the moment. So thanks for watching, and I shall catch up with you in the next video. Bye for now.